I'm happy to be joined here today by global Saskatoon meteorologist Peter Quinlan. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me, Abby.
Of course, now we're heading into May long weekend, which usually kicks off the camping season for a lot of families. Now, weather wise, how are we looking for this long weekend?
So we do have a cooler May long weekend on the way, and May long weekends can be kind of fickle. They can go both ways. This year, it will be cooler, it will be wetter, but we do need both of those things to help with the moisture in the ground, to add more in. It's not going to be a washout, though. There'll be lots of good moments to be outside. It'll just be kind of showers with dry breaks in between. Still fairly cloudy, so not an overly sunny weekend, although we could see some sunny breaks on Sunday. Looks like the weather day will probably be Victoria Day Monday, and also on Saturday we do have a decent chance of rain. Daytime highs are going to struggle to get out of single digits, so you want the jacket and probably a raincoat as well.
Along with the gloomy, rainy weather, will wind also play a factor in this weekend?
Yeah, it is, unfortunately. We're talking about gusts potentially at times up to 50 kilometers per hour, particularly on Sunday and potentially even on Saturday. We could see those strong west northwesterly winds. So they're going to be what's keeping temperatures cool. And yeah, if you're going to be trying to do something like, I don't know, disc golfing or something like that, it might not go so well for you.
So definitely make sure if you plan to go out this weekend to pack accordingly. Now, unfortunately, fire season has already begun across BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, and even into Manitoba, and smoke has started to become an issue. What can people expect the air quality to be like this weekend?
So air quality is actually going to improve because in the fire zones around Fort McMurray and Fort Nelson, they're getting suppressed fire activity because they've been seeing rain and will continue to do so in cooler temperatures. So basically, there's less smoke going into the atmosphere and flooding south. There is a computer model called the firework model that Environment Canada produces. You can just Google firework model and it'll show you a projection as to where the smoke is going to be headed. That can help you with knowing the forecast for the air quality. It may be some brief moments where you notice the air is a little hazier, but I don't think it'll be anything atrocious. At least at this point, it's when the north gets lots of dry weather and hot days, gusty winds, and then we get that in the Lloydminster area as well, that we get the bad air quality. So thankfully, that will not be as much of a concern over the long weekend.
That's definitely a positive. And of course, the rain is needed as well. We don't always want it to rain, especially on a long weekend, but it's needed for sure. Is there anything else that you would like to add about this weather for the long weekend?
I would just say that this is great news for the farmers in the fields as well for the growing season. We've been wanting cooler days and more moisture, and that's what we're getting, and we probably could still use some more.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, and hopefully, everyone has a great May long weekend.
Yes, absolutely. Have a great long weekend.